Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Menachem Creditor. It is my honor to serve as scholar in residence and rabbi for UJA Federation of New York, where we bring you music and Torah and blessing and community and a whole lot of love. Every weekday morning at 9 o'clock. We've been doing so since March 18th of 2020. Today is April 9th of 2021. It is broadcast 271, and we are ready. We are ready for today. We are ready for Shabbat. Holy cow, is it going to be a nice Shabbat. Deborah, Boker Tov to you. Let's see who else is here. Barry, good to see you. Hi, Jerry. Cheryl, sending love all the way to Michigan. Hi, Penny. It's good to see you. Sharon, Linda, Janice, Boker Tov. Hi, Andy. Hi, Dale. It's good to see you here. Natalie and Amy, Jacqueline, Brenda. Nice. Within 1 minute, we've got 50 friends. If only mornings were always like this. Oh, wait. They are. Harriet, you are on a run in Austin. You really take us with you where you go. I'll count your exercise as my own today. Debbie, Elise, hi Sherilyn. Hi Debbie, sending love back to Miami. Richard and Debbie. You know, all caps mean something. So Brenda, you wrote challah in all caps. That's a serious thing. My mom actually just made, I don't know if she's here yet, she made a schlissel challah. Some people have the tradition in the Shabbat or a few Shabbats after Pesach to make the challah in the shape of a key, and incredibly artistic ones like that are happening. So that's mazel tov to challah. All right. Hi Cynthia. Hi Judy. Joy, Roberta, Lauren, Carl, Boker Tov. Hi Arlene. Debbie, you and your husband got your second vaccines yesterday. You are blessed. Bless you. Janice, hi. Oh, Mike Diddleman, my friend from camp. Your mom is wishing you a happy birthday. Faye, it's good to see you here. Shirley, Deborah, Stanley. Yes, the week did go by very quickly. Certain moments. All right, Susan, here we go. Walema, it's good to have you here. Anita, Gail, Andrea. Linda, sending your nephew healing. Please, God. Please, God. Susan, Andrea. Oh, Amy, you're making one too. Nice. Patricia, your husband got his second vaccine yesterday. Wonderful. Wonderful. May all the side effects subside soon, and may health be the strongest thing inside. My second vaccine, today is actually the day, or tomorrow is the day when it kicks in, or I'm fully vaccinated, so I'm feeling it on a metaphysical level. All right, let's sing a bracha, jump into some Torah, everybody. Here we go. All right, everybody. It is good to be together, and I just want to remark on some of what in the world of UJA, in the Jewish world yesterday, has been happening. To see Whoopi Goldberg call out UJA for our work with survivors was extraordinary. I mean, she's Whoopi Goldberg. And our work is so incredibly important to be witness and to support the vision, the strength, the love, and the honor due to our survivors. It's a very, very holy task, and it gains with urgency every day. Every day. To see that has been so remarkable, and to see the Jewish Federations of North America, with which UJA connects, have a message for Yom HaShoah from First Lady Dr. Jill Biden was also extraordinary. There are countless ways that our work is felt both very locally and nationally and globally. Once I began my work with UJA, I began exploring, and I still haven't yet quite figured out the extent of our reach, doing work all around the world, in the state of Israel, here in America, to build the fabric, to bring in marginalized subsections of our society to places of full dignity and expression, and certainly to be the vessel for memory for our people. There's so much that we do, and I'm so moved and humbled to be part of it. I hope that you are all tapping in to some part of our work beyond our 9 o'clock morning broadcasts. Just go to the website, do some learning, make a gift, help us extend our reach, especially as New York, please God, begins to recover from the ravages of the pandemic. It's so important to see the vaccines continue to be delivered safely, distributed equitably, and then for us to see our responsibility to make sure that our neighbors have access to them, and we report the facts of science to reinforce that that is how a community and society come back together. All that is a preamble. Tomorrow we read Parshat Shemini. We've been studying it all week, here and there, broken up, or maybe connected with Yom HaShoah. And the Parsha is not an easy one, but I want to point to, on a meta level, on a slightly, 10,000-foot view of the Parsha, it's a holy day. Shemini means the eighth, right? So on the eighth day after the tabernacle is built, we celebrate it. It's an inaugural day, and the whole community shows up. We have these moments in our calendar too. So when does everyone show up? Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur are two very big days. And in terms of home rituals, Hanukkah and Pesach turn out to be the most widely observed. But I learned, maybe it was 20 years ago, from a scholar in Israel to think about high holidays in a very, very specific way. And she said to me, you in the diaspora, we as a people, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur are called the high holidays. She said, but here, in the state of Israel, Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Memorial Day, and then a week later, Yom HaZikaron, Israeli Veterans Day, where we remember Memorial Day, where we remember all those who have fallen in defense of the state and as victims of terror. And then immediately afterwards, so Tuesday night to Wednesday is Yom HaZikaron, Israel's Memorial Day, into Wednesday night and Thursday, Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel's Independence Day. She said, these are the high holidays. These are the high holidays. And it's so important for us to understand that for so many of our sisters and brothers in the Jewish world, the high holidays are not Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. It is the days that defined our people yet again. Now, that doesn't minimize the holiness of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, obviously. But we stand in this incredible moment. Tomorrow we're going to read in the Torah about the eighth day of the inauguration of the Mishkan. That was the high holy day. Before that, Sinai was the high holy day. Before that, the Exodus from Egypt, the first day of it, and maybe the first of the plagues, and maybe the day when Moshe brought the language of liberation. There are cataclysmic days, defining days. Well, for the modern Jewish people, Yom HaShoah, Yom HaZikaron, Yom HaAtzmaut, these are our high holy days. And what's really interesting to think about is When you have Rosh Hashanah and then Yom Kippur 10 days later, the Shabbat in the middle is called Shabbat Shuvah, the Shabbat of return, because as we lead towards Yom Kippur, that's when repentance becomes at its pinnacle. We should do it every day. Focus on repairing our relationships with human beings and with the universe and with God every day. But if Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Memorial Day, and then a week later Yom HaZikaron and Yom HaAtzmaut, that makes this Shabbat the Shabbat between the High Holy Days. What name would you give this incredibly intense Shabbat that we're about to enter into? What would you call it? Is it a Shabbat of return? Is it a Shabbat of strengthening? Is it a Shabbat of intense identity building? Is it a Shabbat of transformation? What would we call this day? What would we call this Shabbat? Standing between the ravages of our history, acknowledging the heroism, supporting the survivors and bearing testimony. Israel's Memorial Day, Yom HaZikaron, those who have fallen in defense of our state, those who've been victim to terror, and then the miracle of the founding of the State of Israel in 1948. How do you describe the arc of history that we contain in this week, these 8 days? In the Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, the high holidays, they bracket the 10 days, we call the 10 days of repentance. Aseret Yemei Tshuva. What do we call these days? 8 days of transformation? Shmonat Yemei Chizuk, strength. It's such an interesting question. It's such recent history. How do we name it? How do we sanctify it? Maybe the Shabbat of Hope. Valerie, what a great suggestion. Janice, also you. A Shabbat of Hope. Shabbat Tikva. Shabbat HaTikva. Aseret Yemei Tikva. I love that idea. I love that idea. Let's let that in. For friends, let's just let that in. Let these be days of hope. Let's do what we need to do. Let's do what we need to do to make sure that that hope is shared widely. Let's go into Shabbat, everybody. Ooh, Janice, a Shabbat of resilience in the middle of the 10 days and the 8 days of hope. Fascinating. Labor, rebirth, totally. Oh, I love the language, everyone. Keep the suggestions coming. Let's launch into Friday. Let's get ready for Shabbat together. Shabbat shalom, everyone. See you tomorrow. See you on Monday morning at 9 o'clock. Take care.